Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jake.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 2002's Ghost Ship.
Snap.
So, grab a beer, grab a cup of coffee.
Let's talk horror.
Alright guys, Ghost Ship. We're looking at a runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Made on a budget of $20 million, grossed $68.3 million, which I thought it did better than that.
I would have thought so as well.
Yep. Cast, we got Gabriel Byrne as Murphy, Juliana Margulies as Epps,
Yeah.
Ron Eldred as Dodge, Desmond Harrington as Jake Ferryman, Isaiah Washington as Greer, Alex Demetriades as Santos, Carl Urban as Munder, Emily Browning plays Katie Hanwood, and Francesca Renandini plays Francesca.
Yeah, of course she does.
Yes.
I mean, why wouldn't she?
Yeah, which, by the way, Carl Urban, man. Carl Urban's got to be one of my favorite character actors out there. He's good in fucking everything.
You're talking about how it, when this came out, October movies come out 2002, that this was competing with, you're looking at The Ring. You're looking at Halloween Resurrection, which it got a lot of attraction.
It did because of H2O, yeah.
Yeah. Resident Evil, Cabin Fever. It was up against some decently heavy hitters. Dracula.
Yeah.
Eight-Legged Freaks. We need to do that one.
Oh, no shit. Queen of the Damned, that was a big one because
that was a really big one.
It was Anne Rice's book.
Yep. Yeah, so it came up against some decent heavy-hitting movies, actually.
Oh, and Red Dragon came out that year.
Red Dragon was a big one. Yep, that came out October 2002, around the same time that this one came out.
Yeah, so this thing had a lot of
competition. A whole lot of fucking competition.
That's one of those things like we said last time. Well, not last time, but what was the movie we watched that came out at the same time as Pulp Fiction?
Oh, God, I don't remember which movie it was.
But yeah,
that's why it suffered. It suffered in comparison because it had so many other movies and so other great movies that came out. This movie plays out like to me, a campsite horror tale.
Yeah, kind of.
This is like a scary story you tell
on
on the
an island,
campfire.
almost.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're trapped.
You're around this fire and you're talking about scary stories and like, hey, did you ever hear about this? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So the basic premise is
it's a ghost ship and story. It was great.
Yeah, it's a ghost ship. It really is. It's a ghost ship. You want to go through the plot, or do you just want to talk shit about the movie?
Well, you could talk shit, go through some key plot points, but not much. This movie won 0 awards and was actually nominated for a Chainsaw Award for worst film, which is
it's amazing,
shocking to me.
It wasn't a bad movie. I loved the premise. The premise of the movie was great. I find the acting was pretty dang good. I mean, actually, the only person I complain about with the acting is the dude Jake.
Yeah,
at the end, he got really wooden. Like when they told him, "Okay, now you're a bad guy," and he just kind of.
And he was like, "Oh, wait, what? What do I do? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right?
I don't know what to do with my hands."
So
of course this
has the best opening.
Well, I was about to say this movie is known for its opening. This great fucking opening where, all you see is the deck. There's a captain's ball that's going on, and there's a bunch of people there walking around. They're dancing. They're having a good time. They're having a party, and of course you see the cable that snaps and cuts everybody in half, which is complete bullshit. Complete bullshit.
I wouldn't call bullshit on that.
I'll call complete bullshit, and I'll bet you on that on air on the podcast right now. Complete bullshit.
Why?
Because this was disproved in season 4 of MythBusters.
Really?
Yes, complete bullshit.
Why wouldn't it have cut everybody in half?
I watched the episode, season 4 of MythBusters. It's on there. They did the cable snapping. It's there. They did a whole fucking series. They did a whole fucking episode about the snapping shit. It's completely debunked. Completely bullshit. Also, I don't understand why the captain was the only one he was in the middle of the dance floor. His head got severed.
Because he grabbed the little girl and ducked.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But why stand back up?
They showed him he crouched down with the little girl.
Yeah, okay, I didn't catch that. I was like, why is his they did this weird trajectory where when
everything it was even.
It did a bell curve.
Yeah, no, he grabbed the little girl and ducked with her.
Okay, that makes
just didn't get low enough.
That low.
Oh,
he did not get low enough.
No, did not.
Okay,
a little off the top.
just a trim.
But yeah, you find out afterwards. This whole thing is about the gold that's in the bottom of this ship.
Yes,
the gold is accursed.
Cursed?
Accursed.
It's accursed?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a word, by the way.
I know it is. We're gonna go straight there.
Yeah, cool. Accursed. It's accursed gold.
It's accursed.
Yeah, it's cursed gold. The guy you meet that talks them into coming there, his name is Jake Ferriman.
Yeah.
Basically, he works for hell. And he
essentially.
Yeah, and he has to take sinners he has to take their souls, and once he gets enough souls, then he can bring the whole boatload of souls to hell.
A boatload, which I thought that was really corny.
It kind of was.
It really was corny.
Well, considering his name is Ferryman.
Yeah. He's like, I don't have enough people. I got to meet my quota. Then I get to take a boatload. That really.
Because a fuck ton was taken.
Really. A fuck ton was taken? I think this movie was rated R. They could have gone with a fuck ton.
Well, yeah. They were titties.
Titty. You just wanted me to do that.
I really did.
You just wanted me to do that. Those were some pretty titties,
so
too.
Yeah, they were. So, you see, it opens up the crew. Everybody dies on the ship. Then it fast forwards to the future, and you see the salvage crew that's saving this boat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they get approached by this young man, Jake, who has found this rogue steam liner that's just floating out there for like fucking 40 years, and nobody's seen this thing.
I'm sorry, I looked up a boatload just because we got off in the tangent for a second. If you look it up, and this is the top definition, is an extreme abundance, plethora, not a plethora, but a plethora. Is it not plethora? Have I been pronouncing that wrong for 30-something years?
It was plethora.
It's a plethora. Excess, plenty. Example is, that woman is so intimidating, she has moxie like a boatload of Marines.
Wow.
That's
where they went with that?
Fucking intimidating, guys.
That's where they went with that?
It's Urban Dictionary. What do you expect?
True.
But that's what pops up when you search it.
That explains plethora.
It's plethora. Yeah. That's got me fucking confused now. Anyway, continue. This guy's, they're trying to salvage boats, and ferryman meets them at a bar after they've just did their exposition where they kind of introduced all the main characters, where they're already towing in a salvage that they've got. And he introduces them to this new boat that he's found and is going to be a great opportunity to salvage. So he offers them 20%. He wants 20% of the take, and he'll lead them to it. They talk him down to 10, and because he's a demon, he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm about to kill you. I'll take 10, but you have to let me go.
So, amigo.
It is plethora, by the way.
Okay, just making sure. So they get out to the boat.
What is with these fucking examples? A plethora of committees and subcommittees.
And they get out to the boat, and the captain, who is Murphy, immediately recognizes the boat. It's like, it
was a 1962, 63.
It's 62.
Yeah, it was a boat that
went missing.
It went missing.
And it's pretty much one of those things where every salvage captain's been looking for this boat for years. It's kind of like the lost city of Atlantis.
Yeah. But, but unlike that, they actually found this boat.
Yes.
But of course, they were led there by a demon, so that's not really fair.
True.
It's kind of handicapped a little bit.
So
I'm pretty sure if fucking Aquaman came up, we'd find Atlantis.
Here's the thing. We get aboard this boat.
Yeah.
I see a creepy little fucking girl standing there. We're going.
I'm gone. I don't care if I think I saw it or not.
Yeah.
What you see, there's a creepy little girl. Y'all have fun. I'm going back on the thing.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
In fact, I'm leaving.
We're leaving.
You can get on the boat and come with me, or I'll leave by myself.
Murphy screws the pooch by not allowing his first mate to call the
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard immediately upon finding this vessel.
Which maritime law would have claimed it as theirs, even if they called the Coast Guard.
He said that later on in the movie, that maritime law says it's you finders keep. You fucking found it in the middle. It's yours. We can't take it from you.
So even if you call the Coast Guard, it's still fucking yours.
And if you would have called the Coast Guard, you might not have all died.
He'd have killed them faster, I think.
You think? He may have. Might have been a shorter movie.
Yeah, true.
It would have been a much shorter movie. There would have been a lot less exposition.
So as it goes on, you start seeing more and more weird shit happening.
Well, yeah, you got to build up the tension a little bit and everything. But you see, like the bullet holes in the pool
where they were dumping bodies and shit like that.
And
or they start finding stuff from like more recently, like a digital watch,
the digital watch and shit,
stuff like that.
That was kind of like
turned around. I don't
know what's going on over there. Which is, of course, alluding to the point that it hasn't been abandoned for as long as everyone thinks it has been. There's been people more recently who have gone and actually stepped foot on this boat, and apparently they've never made it out alive.
Yeah, which, clue number 2.
Yeah.
Creepy dead girl. And recent
things that shouldn't be here unless there's a horrible explanation behind them.
Exactly.
So get the fuck.
Get the fuck. Go.
I don't understand people.
Go.
If there's something that seems way too good to be true, oh my God, we just stumbled upon like $600 million worth of gold. This is amazing. Something's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something fucked up with that.
Somebody's going to die with that.
Somebody's dying. Even if it wouldn't have turned out to be the ghost ship the way
from
it
Pirates
did.
of the Caribbean.
Yeah, even if it wouldn't have gone the way that it went with the ghost and the demon and shit. You find that much gold, the crew's turning on each other. They're gonna fucking kill each other.
Somebody's gonna kill somebody. Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the Bering Strait. Like, you're fucking done.
Which, by the way, they're just jumping out and swimming in the Bering Strait. Have you ever seen Deadliest Catch?
Yeah, it's not as calm as what is portrayed in this movie. This movie was, the water in here was calm enough for Jesus to walk on without being,
not even tripping.
Not even tripping. Like, yeah. You walk in the Bering Strait, Jesus is going to have like a
climb.
He's going to have a skateboard. He's doing ramps and shit, but he's not just going to be able to walk casually. That water was calm.
Not to mention, it would be cold. Like, later,
icy
she
cold.
jumps in the fucking water. I think they say, like, no matter how bad the weather is up there, even if it's not winter,
freezing cold.
that fucking water is cold.
And once you get out of the water, hypothermia is going to start really quickly.
Really quick.
If you're not by a fire, warming yourself up quickly, you're dying.
Like 40 seconds, your body shuts down.
Oh yeah, you're dead. And she was in the water longer than that. I mean,
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio lasted longer than what I thought he would.
True. Although the gas fire probably helps.
yeah, it probably did. There was an explosion.
It's one of those things where you kind of want yourself to catch on fire.
The water's warm right here. What happened? It's really warm.
Oh man. So yeah, you just
of course they find themselves stranded on this boat. Their fucking tugboat blows up mysteriously.
But isn't what's the guy's name? Greer goes downstairs.
Greer? Yeah, I'm gonna die like Greer. I think. Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? He's already talking about, okay, I could have swore I heard a woman talking to me, and it's creepy and it's weird. But you go back down and you see her, and then she gets naked, so you follow her.
He died pursuing supernatural fellatio.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What the fuck?
Ghost pussy. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Ghost. Apparently it is, because he died.
And I remember watching this when I was a kid, when they first showed it, and then you see the ships floating. I'm like, wait, what happened to the rest of the crew? Why wouldn't? I mean, not everybody could have been on that deck. And then at the end of the movie, they show you what happened. They explained it
at the end, because I remember saying that at the beginning too. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Everybody on this boat was on this one particular spot where this happened, but they show that what happened was the crew members, they were fucking putting rat poison in the food and feeding the other guests. They were shooting, they were stabbing, and then once everybody on the boat was dead, the crew turned on each other and started shooting each other and doing all this other crazy shit. Then Francesca shoots the last remaining guy after he's dispatched everyone else, and then the demon kills Francesca with a hook.
Which was the fucking coolest death ever.
Great death. That was
really sweeps her. Talk about getting swept off your feet.
She did. Straight the fuck off her feet.
Straight fish hooked her, grabs her under the jaw, just picks her up off her feet and swings with her.
That was pre-karma for making Greer die with blue balls.
Yes.
That's what that was. That's what you get.
But I'm sorry. Who the fuck? You know she didn't come with you in this boat.
Yeah, I'll give him the contention that he was drunk, but even drunk, I'm like, no, something's fucked up. No, not at all.
Alarm bells go off.
You think?
Holy crap. Now, I'll give it to Murphy. You see, Murphy's one I can understand where he sits down with the captain and drinks a drink.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can understand that. I can understand when he's hallucinating and seeing the dead guy, Santos. He
was drunk and trying to get some ghost pussy, man.
That's fucking stupid, dude.
I mean, it wasn't a great concept.
Right.
But I get what they were trying. Like, she was so luxurious and lovely that he couldn't stop from going there. No, I'm sorry. I don't think that's quite how that would have played out.
No, well, if that's the case, he'd died from something later on.
He would have died from almost anything at that point. Yeah, he would have died from just about anything.
Now, the person I felt the most bad for dying in this movie, besides the little girl, because she went out in a terrible fucking way.
Little girls. I really hated that they did that, but I understand.
Yeah, it had to. It kind of had to be a horrible death for her to stay there.
She couldn't have ever. I figured watching the first time I watched this movie years ago, I figured that it was going to be that she was the only remaining kid on the boat, and she would have just died of starvation, or because she's a kid, she doesn't know what to do with the fucking boat, so she's just left there to fend for herself, and she just dies. But no, that's not what happens.
You find out that the fucking crew guys raped her and then hung her. Which they didn't say. I'm about to say they didn't say they raped her, but it was heavily implied. It was
definitely fucking implied.
It was heavily implied. Which fuck those dudes, man. But here's the thing, though.
Fuck them.
He says he cannot mark anyone without sin. So why was she taken?
He didn't mark her, though.
Yeah, she said all of us who are marked are trapped here.
He said all of us are trapped here. I'm not like the others. She wasn't marked.
I thought she said we're all marked, but I'm not like the others.
No, maybe that's what she said. I'm going to have to look up the fucking...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wasn't marked. Or she was marked, but how was she marked if she was without sin?
Who said she was without sin? When kids sin.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't believe enough to, not to the extent that everyone else on the crew was sinning, but I mean, I don't know.
But even that's why. Remember, he said that that's why he couldn't take Munder and Dodge for a while because they were without sin. He couldn't take Dodge until Dodge shot him.
Yeah, he had to wait for them to create some act of transgression.
Which I don't know what Munder did.
Okay, but the demon wasn't. The crew members did all kinds of fucked up shit and rape and killed.
Well,
they were killing
the crew. Yeah,
they were killing in crews. Now,
and then Francesca, she had turned on everybody. Therefore, he could take her.
Yeah.
And all the people at the party were all rich folks. You know they fucked somebody over to get where they're at.
Yeah, because that's why she's trapped on the boat. She would have had to have been. So I don't know what the hell happened. No. Did she hang herself after?
She may have.
She might have hanged herself after all that shit happened.
That she may have, and
that would have been her incentive to where she could have fucking stayed. Yeah. She decided to take her own life, maybe.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, that's a plot point that we'll never really fully understand.
No, but that makes you look at it from a different terrible angle.
Terrible angle.
But the one death I felt so fucking bad for was fucking Munder, man. First off, I'm a huge Carl Urban fan, and then he got fucked up. Them gears turned on.
That was a creative death, though, but that sucks.
And just ground his ass up.
It was freaking horrible. Because that's a scary way to die.
She runs into the engine room that's flooded. He's like 4 or 5 feet under the water, and she's screaming, "Munder!"
Yeah.
He doesn't hear you. If he was alive, he wouldn't have heard her.
Movie. Oh, but speaking of live, go ahead and hit me with a kill count button real quick, because I'm not sure if you got this or not, or if this actually a thing that you looked into. All
right, here we go. 1 sec.
I'm waiting for you to
It's a kill count!
I was talking because it takes a second to key up, sir. 92.
Really?
92 is what the kill count is listed for this movie.
For all the crew and the guests.
I'm guessing they counted all the crew members, all the guests.
Who the fuck sat there and counted all that?
That's a lot. Somebody sitting behind a desk somewhere is like, okay, this person died, this person died, this person. 92.
Freeze frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus, that's a boring ass job.
Well, from that, you got to look at it. Okay, we have 50-something extras. All of them died.
Yeah.
We have 30-something crew members. All of them died.
Yeah, well.
We have this person, they died.
I don't think it was somebody from production that gave you the kill count, though. I can promise you it was somebody.
It's on IMDb.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's somebody from IMDb.
They may have, but it's just listed as a trivia portion of it.
Yeah, that's somebody. Somebody put that in there. That's a.
So yeah, somebody fucking sit there and counted all that crap.
Yeah, body count.
47 to 50 people found this interesting. Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, that's somebody that sat there in their mom's basement and was like, 1, 2.
I'm surprised he got past the topless Francesca scene.
Titty.
Ghost titties. Ghost titties, people.
So, what would you guess Rotten Tomatoes rated this movie at?
It's probably.
I'm giving it to you early because I have a feeling it's about to turn into a fucking Rotten Tomatoes rant and why we think this is better than what they gave it.
It's gonna be something. It's probably in the fucking teens.
Guess the audience score first.
Audience score probably about a 33%.
37%.
Okay, I wasn't far off.
Rotten Tomatoes score. Give me a percentage.
I'm thinking in the teens. 14, 15. It's lower than that.
No.
It's higher than that.
A little bit.
It is 20, 21?
No, 16.
16?
16% from Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, let me just say, y'all.
Okay, the thing with it is I immediately just go really fucking lowball with the way Rotten Tomatoes is because we've come to this juncture where every time we mention the Rotten Tomato scores, I'm not even surprised anymore.
Right?
I'm really not. I was like, oh, does this movie get an 8? I know it won like 19 Oscars and everybody.
Sharknado got 78%.
Sharknado got 78% people.
Which the audience score rated Ghost Ship a little bit higher than Sharknado.
I would hope so. I think this is just fundamentally a better movie than Sharknado was.
Nightmare 5 was a 32%.
God bless. This was a good movie. It was an intriguing movie. They had some plot holes here and there and things that were different, but it's a fun. Like I said when we first started,
it's like cool '90s movie.
It's like the campsite urban legend. Did you hear about this ghost ship thing that happened? Blah blah, and it played out pretty well. There really wasn't.
The acting was not bad.
No, the acting was on point. The story.
You had the good actors in there.
Look,
good cast.
I could have used more exposition from the.
Nightmare 4 got way more.
Whatever. I could have used more exposition about the
Chernobyl
demon,
Diaries was higher than this.
Really? but not by the demon. Because right before she blows up the ship with the C4 and thing and everything, he's got to give his little exposition about why I do this and I'm carrying souls and when I get. And he gives us all this fucking exposition and shit. I would have liked some kind of exposition that didn't come so clunky from the villain. I wanted to hear it. Like maybe they would. It's a ghost ship. There's got to be clues and stuff to put together around the ship that they could have incorporated into the movie better.
Nightmare 2 is rated higher.
I'll go to hell.
It's around the same thing as Dracula Dead and loving it. Trying to find.
For the love of God, anybody who listens to our podcast, anybody who's viewed at any point, if you've made it to this point, I know we talk long and we ramble and we have a lot of different crap that y'all probably think we're boring. Somebody, please explain to me how they're rating these movies on Rotten Tomatoes. What is the criteria that y'all are going on? I think we're going to have an entire damn podcast that I'm going to go and read the whole Rotten Tomatoes.
Terrifier was ranked higher than this.
Get the fuck out of here. The Terrifier?
It was 64%.
I forgot it was that damn high. That was a horrible movie. That was just gore for gore's sake.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't understand the issues. Like I said, the story was good. I really enjoyed the premise of him having to get these people out there, getting them to sin, and then finding ways to kill them. And you had some pretty creative kills.
You had creative kills. You had different stuff. You had the hook, the gears. You had the guy going crazy, so they tried to they separated him from everybody else, and he wound up getting drowned in the aquarium that they had.
They don't show Dodge dying, but
they don't show Dodge dying. But they had some scenes that were just for the audience's viewing pleasure, like the pool filling up with blood.
Yeah,
the walls bleeding. There was some misinformation given by a couple of things that was just badly researched, but
like what?
About where I read into where they found the boat. Remember the boat that boat found? I forget the damn name of the boat now. The boat that boat found where there was one survivor where he came from. That was a real ship that was completely not well researched. The entire story that Murphy gives is not at all what happened. I'm not going to get into every reason that was wrong, but where it was found was wrong. The date it was missing was gone. How long it was missing was gone. There was so much that was wrong with that.
Really?
A lot. Look it up.
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, but if I would have started digging into that, I would have spent like 15 minutes talking about that one scene where he's talking about this boat. That's why.
So yeah, it wasn't really well.
No, it wasn't well researched.
Explained.
That's what it wasn't well researched as far as a movie standpoint. So I'll definitely discredit some of it for that. Because if you're making a movie with this type of budget, do the research.
Except for Sharknado, if you could do a shark movie, research sharks.
Research sharks. Unless your intent was to make Murphy seem like an idiot and he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, it kind of downplays his character. He's been on the sea for so damn long, he knows everything.
Yeah, he's the salvage captain. Like
he's that dude. He is that dude. So you can't make him give you this exposition that you actually, oh shit, I want to read about this ship, and then that's not at all what the hell he said. It's completely off. So I do take points away from it for that. A couple of different things that weren't explained well enough, I guess you could say. Oh, look, we had a 4-minute rant about how the little girl died. What the hell happened? It's never properly explained in the movie. But I'm glad they didn't, in a way. That's something that I really didn't need to see. It didn't have to be shown. It could have been some kind of exposition from the little girl where you don't have to go into great fucking detail. You could allude enough to it where a grown-up audience is like, oh, fuck, that poor little girl went through that shit. You didn't have to show it. I don't want to see it. I could tell you, I do not want to see one more fucking rape in a movie at all. Exactly. Everybody did that. There was a while where there were so many movies that came out and it was that shock factor. Like, oh my God, they're doing this. Rob Zombie. I don't want it. Yeah, there was no reason that girl had to be raped in the jail cell. Rob Zombie. That had nothing to do with the story. There's no reason it had to be a fucking unicorn, but there was. I'm more upset about the rape. Give me another unicorn. Give me a unicorn and stop raping women in movies. I'd almost let him do it if he quit putting his fucking wife in the movie. The only movie that I will give any kind of pass to was I Spit on Your Grave. And Last House on the Left. Oh, Last House. Okay, Last House on the Left because it has similar concept, but because that was the females getting revenge on the horrible shit. However, you didn't have to show it. Yeah. Last House on the Left is only a horror movie at the beginning. Yeah. Up until the girl gets raped. It's everything after that. It's a vigilante movie. Everything after is like Batman. Yeah, it's a vigilante movie. Yeah, I fucking love it. Fuck them dudes. I'm glad you did. But at the same time, you could exposition this. All the shit that y'all exposition in these fucking movies. Y'all want to tell us these long, drawn out freaking stories, but we have to see a rape.
Yeah.
It's just for shock factor, and it's cheap, and I don't like it.
If I had my ruthers, I wish that you'd have seen other crews. She'd have showed her other crews that had come on board and what happened to them.
Yeah. That would have been interesting. That would have been
like, where did the digital watch come from?
And see, those flashbacks could have answered questions as time progressed, and that would have been a better way to move the story along.
Where did
these bodies that came out of the laundry room come from? Who are these guys? Because they said, they've only been there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, about a month top. She said.
Yeah. So, with a guy like she says a month top, and the guy says like 2 or 3 weeks or something shit like that. But the bodies haven't been there. They haven't been there long. What the hell happened to them?
That would have been great. You could have had a whole fucking run of flashbacks that covered a lot of exposition.
A lot of exposition and a lot of clues putting into everybody. This crew could have jumped on and tried to find this, and they located this artifact. I'm like, oh fuck, this is what's going on. That the next crew can find something that explains this artifact, and the story could start running together. You can kind of get a clear picture of what the hell actually happened.
Yeah. So another question. The little girl at one point is trying to warn them not to start the boat.
Yeah.
And she's running down the railing.
Who the fuck tackled her?
That was my question, too.
I don't know. Was
it Jake?
Was it Ferryman?
I don't know, because all you see is a blur. I wish they kind of explained that one to me.
If it was Ferryman, he's a demon. I guess he could tackle, but I'll say she's a ghost.
Yeah,
it had to have been either another ghost or Ferryman. But she's trying to warn them, and you just see a flash of somebody. It's never explained.
It looked like the Wolfman.
Yeah, and it's never explained. I don't know what the hell happened to this little girl. I still don't know what happened to the little girl.
But like, there's a lot of stories that you could tell. Like, you could tell the anchor chain's been cut.
Yeah.
So at some point, somebody got on the boat and anchored it out so they could start working on it.
And then the anchor chain
got cut.
Was cut so it could continue.
That's a story in itself.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of exposition that could have been filled with other flashbacks. And normally, I don't like a flashback in a movie.
In this movie, it would have made sense.
It worked.
It would have made fucking sense.
Show me how long he's been doing this.
Yeah, you could show, and I know the big reveal at the end was that it was Ferryman. It was who it was that was doing it. But you could have those flashbacks where he's just like the shape in the background. Yeah. You don't have to reveal who he is to do a flashback.
Well, they did it for part of the scene with the woman.
Yeah.
Before she got hit by the hook.
Yeah, you don't see who it is.
You just see him in the shadows.
But that is like all the way up until the point where they're about to figure out who the hell this guy is.
Yeah.
So that entire movie, you could have alluded to that, like showing his fucking back so many times. Like, would you show me who the hell this is? Yeah. That would build up the tension. I'm like, who is it?
Exactly.
For the love of God.
Great tension builder.
And then they could have finally did the reveal and everything. I did not like the shape-shifting aspect.
You didn't?
I didn't care for it.
I was kind of ambivalent towards that.
I don't know what it was. I just didn't care for it. It
didn't really bother me, but movie. He's a demon.
I know movie, but he's a demon, and at this point, it's just you and her on the boat.
Yeah,
it's just you and her.
Yeah, he could have just walked up to her.
He could have just walked the hell up to her. He didn't need to pretend to be somebody else, and then she immediately saw through his bullshit, and he was like, "Oh, he's dead. Don't worry about that."
Yeah, but like you can see there, like I'm talking about, once he became a bad guy, he got really, really wooden, like a statue.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
He kind of went to his little monologues, and it wasn't really interesting after that point.
One of the things that was so cheesy to me whenever he did that was the changing of clothes, I think.
Really?
I don't know why they just struck me as very awkward and very weird, because when you see his clothes changing and his shirt elongating, you see it sliding down his torso, and I'm like, do you really need that? You couldn't just change your damn face?
Yeah, you could have just said he put his clothes on after he killed him.
It could have been, I killed him, I took his clothes.
Yeah.
Done. End of exposition right there. Now, I should have been like, oh, okay.
I'll give it to him. This movie had one of the better endings.
Yeah, it did. I can't fault. I cannot fault the first ending.
And you see her coming off the cruise ship on a gurney, and she gets back at the ambulance, and as she looks up, she sees
Jake.
She sees Jake and a crew of guys loading up the gold onto this cruise ship.
Yep.
And she knows that he's going to kill everybody. And as she starts screaming no, the ambulance door is closed and it pulls away.
Which it's implied almost that he closed it.
Yeah.
It's implied that he saw her and closed the ambulance doors, and she pulls away.
And just smirks at her.
In movie, he's continuing his travesty. Which, by the way, wouldn't you have to take care of this girl at this point?
Yeah.
This is 2002.
Yeah, but what's she gonna do if he wants to hide the fucking ship? Evidently he hid the other one for 40 fucking years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right, but at least be like,
who's gonna believe her that there's a cursed gold on the ship and he's gonna kill everybody aboard?
Peep this. They're still loading stuff onto the boat. I would get out of that freaking thing, call in and be like, hey, there's a bomb on the boat. Get off the boat.
She's strapped to the gurney. If he closed the doors, there's no telling when somebody's coming back to check on her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. But at some point, you're going to do something to where you're going to try to warn them. Get back to fucking shore. Y'all are all about to die. There's a bomb on the boat. The boat's faulty. Something's fucked up.
Well, that's the thing. Like, she can go holler at them. Yeah, there's something going wrong. Either
they're going to call her bullshit, and they're going to say she's crazy.
They're going to say she's crazy. She's getting up fucking... It's one of two ways, because that's how movies work. She's gonna get called crazy and be put away.
Yeah,
because she's psycho. Or they go to check out the boat, everybody's fucking dead, and they blame her.
She's strapped to a gurney. They can't really put that on her.
Or the boat, they can't get in touch with the boat. They assume the boat blew up.
Yeah, and then
that she put a fucking bomb on the boat.
Yeah, I guess if there's that slim chance you could stop that boat from getting so far away from the port, I think I would take it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I would have went fucking nuts.
I would have went fucking nuts. I'd have had to take it. Like, y'all don't know what y'all are doing. There's something's bad about to happen. This is 2002.
Yeah, but then here's the thing though. If she saves that boat, we move into Final Destination.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
And then everybody has to die in some crazy ass way later.
Well, you fucked this up, so now I'm on land. Yeah. We're gonna go forward now. This is 2002. A woman in the back of a ambulance who is screaming at the top of her lungs that there is an explosion on this boat.
Oh, it's true. That's right.
This is right after 9/11. They are not leaving that damn port.
Yeah,
they're not leaving that port, sir.
Yeah, they're putting the chains
this
down.
This is right after 9/11, 2001. This is the beginning of 2002. I didn't
think about that.
There's a bomb on this motherfucker. They're not leaving. I forgot
about that. Yeah, that was cool.
Oh. Now you're going to run the risk of being interrogated by police, all this other crap, looking crazy, but you know what? You may have just saved 800 people's lives.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, you know it took 17 hours to load that boat anyway right after 9/11.
Oh, God,
you remember trying to go through security anywhere
not going
after 9/11? Holy crap.
You kidding me? I got put up against a wall at the Empire State Building for a can of dip. I forgot my pocket. Set off the metal detector, and I got put up against a wall.
Amazing.
That's a thing that happened.
That's amazing. All right, so rating.
Where are you going at it with? Because you're probably going to go a little bit higher than me.
I'm thinking 36.
30? Yeah, you're going higher than me. I'm going 33.
33?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a fun movie, man. It's a nostalgic movie. It's a movie I'll watch when I was younger.
It is a movie that I'll watch again. There's plot holes. There's things that I'd like to understand better about this movie.
There's minor plot holes.
Minor. This is one of the movies
in no way where distracts you from the enjoyment of the movie.
I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the kills. I enjoyed a lot of the way the movie continued to go on.
The storyline is fantastic.
This is a campsite horror tale.
Yeah.
This is something you'd sit around and tell somebody at a campsite. There are a lot of things that I would like. This is one of the very few times where I'm like, give me a little bit more exposition.
Yeah, a little bit more.
You're holding back just a little bit too much. Give me a little bit more exposition so I know a little bit more what the hell's actually going on.
But it's not a 16%.
It's definitely at the very least, it's an above average movie.
Yes.
At the very least.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't understand how they took away more than that.
It's not a forgettable movie. It's one of those movies you always remember.
Yeah.
I mean, there's movies that we've watched and I couldn't tell you a single line of Ma. Do you remember any lines out of Ma? Or any scenes?
The scenes from the trailer where she's on the couch and all the kids are around her.
Yeah, you can kind of get that, but that's from a fucking trailer.
The whole movie was in the trailer.
I know, true.
The whole damn movie was in the trailer. But that's honestly,
I'll never forget the first time watching it, and when they fell through that floor, and she sees that little girl, that scared the fuck out of me.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean, that scene of that little girl standing down there in the middle of that ship's hold.
It was an adrenaline pumping situation where you could almost be like, did I really see that? Did I not? Because she's got an adrenaline dump.
But it's one of those scenes. It's one of those scenes that you never forget.
I remember a scene from Ma, and it's not because I remember the scene. It's because me and you both said it at the same damn time. The bitch getting hit by the truck.
Oh yeah.
We're in the movies. You and I called that movie from start to finish like a fucking football game. Like, yeah, that's about to happen. Yep. She's about to do this. And that scene I do remember was like, hey, she's running. She's about to get hit by that fucking truck. And sure enough, the truck came over, ran over. Like, yep. There was nothing exciting about that movie at all.
Nothing at all. You watch the trailer, you watch the movie.
Yeah, literally, you see what she does to all the children in the trailer.
I said, there's scenes from this movie that I think I've always thought about, like when you talk about like favorite scenes from horror movies.
Oh, dude,
the chick getting hit by the hook.
The hook scene and the cut in half with the line scene. Those are scenes that you always remember.
What year did Resident Evil come out?
I don't. Oh, you're talking about the scene with the laser grid where she gets fucking.
Because it's almost the same thing, but I want to see if one of them took it from the other. I think Resident Evil came out.
I honestly don't know. Resident Evil came out in 2002.
So it came out at the same time.
So they were in production at the same damn time because they came out.
So not like it took from it.
No,
and Resident Evil didn't take it from this. So they kind of.
It's not like you could say, that was cheeky. Resident Evil did that 4 years ago. No,
that was there.
That was a good idea. Well, this was one of their first original idea movies.
Yeah.
So they kind of. I think they swung for the fences. I think they came up just short.
Oh yeah,
I think it could have been something much better.
It was at least a double. It wasn't a home run.
No, it wasn't a home run, but it was. I'd even give it a fucking double, and then they stole third, and the fucking ending.
Yeah, I give it that. All right, guys. Well, find us on. Let me try it this time.
Let's see if
YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Pandora, Google Podcasts. Shit. What did I miss?
You missed
iTunes,
Spotify.
And Spotify.
Yep. You're gonna get it one day.
One of these days, I'm gonna get it. Considering I'm the one who checks all of them. So,
but can't remember.
I can't remember any of them. So, guys, make sure y'all following us. Give us some comments. Let us know what y'all think.
Somebody from Rotten Tomatoes, tell us how the hell y'all are scoring.
Yeah, God,
I just want to know the criteria.
And then
before we have a 30-minute rant where we just go down the criteria for a Rotten Tomatoes rating, because that's coming.
And then, like I said, share, subscribe. Oh, sharing. Sharing's a big thing. Find us on Facebook and share the fuck out of our videos.
Sharing is caring.
That is a big help. All right, guys, we're out of here.
Bye.